Hey guys, welcome to A Heart for Home. Today, it's exciting. You know why? I'm bringing you animal movements. But Lance, we're not animals. I know we're made in the image of God, but through creation we can learn stuff. So it's very interesting to watch how animals move. The two movements we're going to go over today is a bear crawl and a crab walk. Don't bring me to your crab soccer party, or maybe you should. With me today is Gavin Morris. He's going to be my example. He moves very well. He's an athlete. We're going to show no matter where you're starting from, these moves can be integrated in. So the first thing we're going to get into is body positioning for a bear crawl. Gavin, if you join me, on the ground, you want your knees bent. And again, if you remember from our last video, when you're gripping the earth, you don't want a flat palm. You don't want that stress on your wrist. So you want to grip it. Right? There should be a hole in between, or at least a gap between the earth and your hand. This will take the pressure off of your wrist. Your butt can be elevated, your knees can be bent, and all you're simply doing is walking backwards and walking forward. So your body works in locomotion. Everything's moving simultaneously. This is your first motion. Now you'll start to notice if you do this for a little bit, it's tiring because your whole body's being worked together. Your arms, your stomach, your back, your hips, everything is moving in conjunction. To start off, go slow because you might have to have a coordination conversation with yourself because you're going to start to see you might go ahead. So go slow with this, just a few steps forward and a few steps back. From there, we're also going to do a crab walk. So for the crab walk, just like we used to play in elementary school, I don't know if you played it, I did. So for crab walking, you're sitting down, all right? Especially if a lot of you have trouble with your triceps. Same thing with your hands, you want them gripping. Now, if you have wrist issues, you can use handles. So it's okay to keep the wrists straight, so it's not straining from this position. I'll show you either way. So I'm going to have Gavin grip the earth. I'm going to do a straight wrist. So you'll see my fists being planted down. And all I'm doing is coming up. If you'll join me up in this position, sir, thank you. You'll notice the pelvis is not up here. We're not doing a tripod. It's just elevated enough so I can start to move. And I'm going forward and I'm going backwards. Keep your body in completed locomotion so you're not going too quick. If you'll walk a little bit, no, don't come out of the crab walk yet, sir. Walk forward a little bit. You'll notice he's going slow and then walk backwards. And then have a seat. It can be as simple as that because what's happening is your body is getting used to working together. Or I should say you're catching up with your body. All right, what we're gonna do now is put these motions together. What? We're making it fluid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Gavin start in a bear crawl and he's gonna do a very easy movement that I'm gonna show you. You're gonna start from here in your bear crawl and you're gonna do a kick through. And all you're doing is bringing your knee underneath and your hand over. Lance, what just happened? I'm glad you asked. I'll even slow it down for you. If you have mobility issues, as you kick through, you can sit down and then reset. Okay, and then we'll go backwards. It's the same thing. So my same leg is going to come under. I can rest for a second and then back up. So either way, it can be more fluid, but it's going to show you transitioning. So, Gavin, if you'd like to demonstrate for me, sir, thank you. Start with a bear crawl and walk forward a little bit. And let's move it backwards a little bit. Transition either leg you want into a crab walk. Perfect. Walk backwards. Good. Walk forward. Transition back either leg you want. Good. Walk forward. And walk backwards. Thank you, sir. How does that feel and where do you feel it?
Feels good. There's no pressure on my wrist at all.
Good.
Or anything.
These are great things, guys, that agility-wise, functionality, coordination will actually help. Understand something, it's not just when you're using your body, you have to get to the gym and start lifting weights. Your body is responding to tension. So little things like this are great ways to also integrate cardiovascular movements into your exercises. So again, we've done other stuff in regards to fluidity chaining. I suggest bringing in animal movements. Now this is just the bear and the crab. We still have a gorilla, we've got a spider, we got a whole bunch of stuff. So continue to tune in, but start with this. And if the transition is too much for you, start with one motion, go slow, and then do the other one separately. It's going to be tough to start, but watch your wrist. That's what I'm most concerned with. So again, if you need to keep a brace for your wrist, or if you need to use bars, little handlebars, you can use both. It will not hinder your movement, all right? If you have any questions, continue to email. We love you. We'll see you next time. God bless.